Gotta make the right decision.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Comes to Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Bourne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On play action, Fields. Out right to Bourne. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson got a man. It's Berrios complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Got the connection here to Bourne. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now a 2nd down and 6. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he completes it to Berrios. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. And his throw is incomplete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one. But didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Three yards remain for second down. Watson. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan. Halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Fields on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On first down, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line?
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. After the sack on first down, Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And that's complete to Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Watson's going to throw it here. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got us